What does ding mean? You already pushed the button? Come on. All right, you know what? Whatever. Are we good?
We're good.
Obviously, we're rolling. What's up, everybody? Sports Fix Universe, how you doing? J-Rocc, Jerry Mires with you, the Big Daddy on the microphone. You just got done listening to me. I signed off the air about 30 seconds ago. Real quick, I asked my man Lee Johnson to pull out the phone here and record a little message for our Facebook and Twitter audience. Got a couple of messages tonight, couldn't get to them, and that phone call, very sorry about that. Couldn't answer it on the air, but I'm kind of impressed. It made me feel pretty good. It should make you guys down in Texas feel pretty good, too, about the video that I put out a few weeks ago. So for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I put out a video about 2 weeks back on our Facebook page. It got kind of virally out there a little bit, but it was about Cleveland's own Raymond Rowe, the baddest man in America. Ray Rowe challenged for the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Title. He took on the Tokyo Monster Kahagas, and I fired it up like it was the Battle of the Behemoths, which it was. And obviously, it intrigued some people here in Northeast Ohio who wanted to know what happened. So, for those of you who do want to know, and for those of you who have no choice but to listen to this because you've already clicked the play button, Ray Rowe, Tokyo Monster Kahagas, 2 bulls in the China shop, sold out building, Texas heat, they got it on and battled back and forth. Matter of fact, you can check it out. If you want to know what I'm talking about, don't take my word for it. YouTube.com, look up Ray Rowe versus the Tokyo Monster. You'll see a battle for the ages. And I'll tell you, Ray Rowe was this close. And I have to say I'm shocked because I thought it was a done deal. Ray Rowe is a bad mamma jamma, but so is the Tokyo Monster. He slipped through, took Ray Rowe's best shot, retained the title. It's what he's done for a while. He's gone around the country, been one of the most active and defending NWA World Heavyweight Champions. And matter of fact, since I'm already telling the story, the next night it plays right into it. Ray Rowe really could get a slice of history attached to his name because, in my opinion, he's responsible for the changing of the guard of the National Wrestling Alliance World Title. And what I'm referring to is the next night, after both of those guys went at it tooth and nail, got it done, took the best out of each other. Tokyo Monster, as any defending champion does, had to pick it up and do it again the next night. Jax Dane, Ray Rowe's partner, Ray Rowe's friend, big jacked up Jax Dane. He's a good guy, but he's a beast. I mean, he makes Ray Rowe look like a cruiserweight. He was all set for his opportunity of a lifetime to challenge for that same world title. He was assaulted, taken out, not just taken out, but taken out of the building, done for the night. His opportunity up in smoke, and he should be really mad because when you see how things played out, Jax Dane could rightfully claim to be the uncrowned world heavyweight champion, but no match. Ray Rowe was too worn down from the night before. There was no number one contender. So Jax Dane's best friend, who happens to be former WWE star, international professional wrestling star, one ripped, jacked, and chiseled mamma jamma, Rob Conway, the con man. He's won titles all over the world. He stepped up. He took the opportunity of a lifetime, and he took advantage of it. Hey, you know what they say? Right place, right time. And that's exactly what happened to Rob Conway, and he took care of the Tokyo Monster. It was a battle. You can see that one on YouTube, too. It's out there. Tokyo Monster versus Rob Conway. But at the end of the day, Rob Conway took the best that the Monster had, and he survived the attack and became the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. That's why I said Jax Dane, he's definitely got something to say. Because I think whoever stepped in the ring with Tokyo the night after that match with Ray Rowe was going to be the next NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Regardless, Rob Conway gets it done. He's the world champion. And you know what? I'm going to go off a little bit here only because that kind of signals to me why I think people said, Jared, why do you care about the NWA? Is it just because your friend's wrestling down there? No, it's not. It has nothing. I mean, that's what drew my interest to it. But once I saw what's going on, and there's big things going on in the NWA. It's perfect example. They got the Parade of Champions coming up, recognizing, honoring the tradition of one of the greatest promoters in the history of the pro wrestling business, Paul Boesch. Matter of fact, half of you out there scratching your head right now go, who's Paul Boesch? If you don't know, shame on you. Get yourself an encyclopedia and find out. Learn yourself some history, son. Paul Boesch, one of the greatest of the greats that lined the path that we all walk on throughout this business. The NWA's got the Parade of Champions coming up April 20th. Every NWA champion is going to be there. Stars from around the world. Speaking of around the world, stars from New Japan Pro Wrestling are going to be there because the NWA has thrown down the gauntlet. That's the other thing that impressed me so much. I've talked to you a little bit about previous incarnations of the NWA and how they haven't respected the promotion, how they haven't respected the tradition and the lineage of this thing, and they've let it run amok for their own selfish purposes. Same thing I can say, which shows why this is a different day for the National Wrestling Alliance. Bruce Tharpe and his crew have gone over and laid down the gauntlet overseas. They've challenged. They are invading a Japanese wrestling promotion. Other NWAs have done that before. But here's the difference. They went after, no disrespect to these groups, but they went after smaller groups, minor league groups like 01, DDT, Dragon Gate, the smaller of the small groups. New NWA, they're going after the big dogs. New Japan Pro Wrestling, the preeminent organization in Japan. The NWA threw down the gauntlet. Rob Conway, new World Heavyweight Champion, heading over there this Sunday, April 7th. iPay-per-view in Japan. I don't know if it's available here. If it is, find a way to watch it and stream it. Kojima stepped up to answer the challenge, but it's not going to stop there. I can tell you now, these guys, they're digging in for the fight. They're digging in for the long haul. Bruce Dart, Rob Conway, all of these cats, the entire NWA coming together. New Japan Pro Wrestling. You don't know what you got coming because this is the real deal. I'm just laying it out there for you. And I know this all started with talking about Rowe, but one thing leads to another, and if you know anything about me, you know I love to weave a yarn. So anyways, there's how it stands right now. Rowe couldn't get the job done, but the job that Rowe did led to the next night when Rob Conway stepped up, became the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, threw down the gauntlet, heading over to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and heading in to the Parade of Champions April 20th. I do such a good job at this. I should probably talk to some of those people at the NWA since I'm promoting these things. I get paid for it. NWA, give me a call because I'm your best friend, Daddy. I'm out here promoting these things like crazy. But you know what? I like it because I like what they're doing. I like where they're going. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to go along for the ride. Anyway, Sports Fix Universe, that's what's up. Catch us this Saturday night, live 9 p.m. right back on the show. And until then, if you didn't hear from me, you didn't hear it at all. I'm out of here. Come on, we good? We good? I don't even have a fancy end. I didn't plan on doing this. Are we good?
We're good.
Peace out.